Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu Part Nummer 12 von The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the Third. Ja, wir sind genau da, wo wir letztes Mal stehen geblieben sind. Die Folge war doch ein bisschen kürzer, als ich gedacht hätte, was auch daran liegt, dass ich bei der Aufnahme einmal unterbrechen musste. Wenn ihr herausfindet, wo, bin ich sehr gespannt. Ich glaube, man merkt es an der Stimme. Ist ja auch egal. Wir sind hier stehen geblieben. Wir sind eigentlich in Kapitel 4, haben aber die 4. Ebene noch gar nicht erreicht, sondern sind jetzt auf dem Weg, weil wir ja Sinn und, wen haben wir noch dazu gekriegt, Oliveren dazu bekommen haben, jetzt erstmal Türen zu klären. Mit Prinz Oliver habe ich aber allerdings gar nichts gefunden. Ist auch vollkommen wurscht. Lange Rede, kurzer Sinn, wir stehen vor dieser Tür, da wollen wir rein, denn wir haben Sinn dabei. Ha! Bring to me the man who talks with his fists, and then shall the door open. Ach genau, wir haben ja in der letzten Folge schon dieses Turnier gemacht und deswegen nehmen wir jetzt auch gleich die nächste Tür mit. So ist es, so machen wir es. Es ist wunderschön, ab geht das. Und bitte, was kriegen wir denn jetzt? Ich weiß nicht mehr, ob Stardor das jetzt mit dem Kämpfen war. Wir werden es eigentlich sofort sehen. Ja, es war das mit dem Kämpfen. Gut. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Nee, doch nicht. Es ist einfach nur eine Erinnerung. Was war denn das denn nochmal? War das Mond dann? Naja. So, und hier sehen wir Sinn, nachdem er nach den Ereignissen von The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky Second Chapter und mal schauen. I see. I sort of expected it would only be a matter of time before you returned to the Republic. Your mind is made up then? Afraid so. I've met the guys over there take care of everything without me long enough. Genau, er muss ja auch irgendwann wieder zurück. Er kommt ja gar nicht von hier, auch wenn die Verbindungen, die er hier gewoben hat, sehr, sehr gut und sehr, sehr eng sind. Call it an A-rank brace's duty to his peers in society, I guess. Well, I suppose when you put it that way, I do wish you could stay here a while longer. But if that is your decision, I'll respect it. So when are you planning on returning? Well, there's no point in lingering here any longer than I have to now that I've made up my mind to leave. So honestly, I was thinking about tomorrow. Think I could ask you to arrange a ticket to Calvard for me? Well, certainly. Are you not planning to go and visit Kilika first, though? I would have thought you'd want to. That was part of the original plan, but you wouldn't have any of it. Surprise, surprise. Her stance was, if you're going to waste time coming to see me, use it to go back to Calvard earlier and get some work done. Very well, then. That doesn't sound like a position you'll be able to talk her out of. It's no big deal, though. I mean, it's not like we'll never see each other again. I suppose that's very true. I'm not sure there's anything in Zemuria that could keep you two apart forever. Feels like it, that to me sometimes too. Haha. Well, regardless, I won't keep you any longer. So that's one ticket to Calvard for tomorrow, coming right up. Oder auch doch nicht. Sorry, let me just get this. Was haben wir denn hier? Yes, this is the Grandson branch of the Bracer Guild. Ah, yes. Yes. He's here as we speak, actually. Okay. Zin? Something up? It's Ambassador Cochrane at the Calvardian Embassy. Oder Cochrane? Cochrane. She'd like to invite you on a hot springs trip. What? Okay. Warum auch nicht? 2 days later. Das war nicht gut. Egal. Und natürlich ist Kilika auch dabei. Das ist übrigens wichtig. Manche dieser Nebengeschichten wirken ja wirklich so, als ob sie völlig überflüssig sind. Einfach nur mehr Worldbuilding geben. Und das ist für, wenn man manche Figuren nicht so mag, kann das auch wirklich so wirken, als ob es komplett verschwendete Zeit ist. Das hier hingegen, super wichtig, wird in der Calvard, sie ist noch nicht übersetzt in dem Calvard-Akt, aber sehr, sehr wichtig werden, was hier schon angerissen wird. Generell Sinn seht ihr sehr, sehr, sehr viel später erst wieder und dieses Zurückkehren nach Calvard, das ist super, super spannend, wie das hier eigentlich angestoßen wird und so viel später erst wichtig wird. So, this place sure brings back memories. The atmosphere is so relaxing. It certainly is. Maybe because it feels so similar to our hometown. Still, Ambassador Cochrane had me going for a while. When I first heard about this whole trip, I thought it was just gonna be the two of us out here. Oh my, you look almost disappointed that it isn't. I'd be happy to take my leave if I'm getting in the way of your dream date with her. I'm good, thanks. She's not someone I've ever seen as a potential partner. Besides, it's you she wants to talk to, not me. This meeting might as well not be happening if you're not here. It never takes much to put you on the defensive, does it? Is it beyond you to just play along a little? You just can't help but mess with people, can you? With you in charge of the Zays Guild, I'm amazed it still has any braces left. Correction, I can't help but mess with you. I don't think this is, I don't do this with anyone else. Would you be happy if that were true? Hell no. Oh, you've arrived. Jawohl, my lady. I've been waiting for you. Hey, Ambassador. Thank you for inviting us here today. Is something the matter, Sun? You seem oddly flustered. Me? I'm just fine. You're imagining things. Who could blame him, Ambassador? After all, he is a man on a hot spring trip with two beautiful women. That's hardly a recipe for a calm and composed mind, is it? Knock it off, Kilika. I suppose not. If I were a little younger, I doubt I would be able to keep my hands off him myself. Alright, I suppose that's enough joking around. We should get our dinner. Miss Mao is going to be making tonight's food herself by the sounds of it. The serious discussion can wait until after that. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Likewise. Was könnte diese Diskussion nur bedeuten? Was könnte diese Unterhaltung nur mit sich bringen? Wir werden es sehen, und zwar jetzt gleich. So there's going to be a new intelligence agency set up in Calvard, huh? That's right. It's to be known as the Rocksmith Agency. And as the name suggests, it's going to be an organization that answers directly to the president. Really, now? I see. I presume that is so that the parliament can't have any influence over its operations? Correct. Perhaps this new agency's biggest advantage is that it's separate from all those issues and vices. The last thing we need is an organization like this suffering from parliament's failures to make prompt decisions or general inaptitude. Being run in the same opaque and shady manner by a privileged few. That does sound like a good idea, I'll admit. We're never going to be able to compare to the Empire's intelligence division or Liebel's old one if parliament's at all involved. Quite. It's already difficult enough to get anything done in a nation with such a lack of unity. I guess that's just the fate of countries that take in immigrants by the truckload, though. Though, honestly, I think the thing that surprises me the most is that the president's actually being proactive for once. Sinn, du alter Asylverweigerer, was ist los mit dir? Ich bin schockiert. He's always struck me as a real conservative type, so this isn't the kind of thing I thought he'd go for. That said, given the state of the Republic right now, it's hardly surprising that he would choose to act this way. Outside the country, we've got the threat of a rapidly expanding Erebonian Empire, while within we have terrorists and extremists. And to take matters worse, we have the enigmatic society on the loose. Evidently, something has to be done, and I think he knows that as well as anyone. Indeed. In the times ahead of us, we're going to need to be able to respond flexibly to a variety of new and unforeseen threats. Alright, I think my introduction to the matter has gone on long enough. It's about time I get to the point. Oh yeah, you've got something you need to specifically talk to Kilika about, right? So, what position in the agency are you here to offer me? What? I love a sharp mind, Kilika. Your instincts are, of course, dead on. We think your talents would make you perfectly suited to joining the agency and are eager for you to be a part of it. That's why you will be offered a position of division chief should you decide to join. That's something President Rocksmith has proposed himself. Wow. What led you being the one to bring this to Kilika anyway? A fair question, I suppose. Ordinarily, this would be a scout work, but I've known the president on a personal level for quite some time now, so he took it upon himself to ask me to come to you personally. That makes sense. Then what's his reason for wanting me? Surely you know that without asking, or do you want to hear it said anyway? Naturally, your masterclass Taito skills are one reason for you being selected by the president, but above all, he wants you for the exceptional analytical and information handling abilities you've shown in your position in the guild. Those are just what the new agency is going to require if it's to succeed. Well, I can't say this doesn't all make sense to me. I'm more dumbfounded that you'd up and attempt to steal a capable member of the guild right in front of an active bracer like this. That takes some nerve. Well, I do think rather highly of you. I thought you would be able to mediate without letting such trivial matters cloud your judgment. Still, what do you think, Kilika? I'm not asking for an answer immediately, but I would like to know what's going through your mind. Well, it's certainly an interesting proposal. At the same time, I'm not sure I have any reason to accept it. But you have no reason to refuse it either. Am I right? Well, it's rare that you find it difficult to make quick judgments, but with such a big decision to make, I can't very well fault you. I won't rush you. Take a night to think long and hard about it. It was so you could do so that I booked a. It was so you could do so that I booked a room here tonight. Okay, boah, Wattensatz. I'll ask you for your answer again tomorrow. I'm looking forward to hearing it. Of course. Ja, das ist meine Ansage, ne? Oh, and one more thing before I depart. If you ask me, remaining in your position as a simple guild receptionist just isn't going to let you use your abilities to their fullest. Well, a pleasant night to you both. Überhaupt nicht manipulativ noch zu sagen, ja, was du jetzt willst, halt Kacke, ne? Aber sie hat einen Punkt. Kilika ist eigentlich wirklich ein bisschen verschwendet in ihrer Position. Muss man schon sagen. Sie ist schon ein bisschen zu gut für das, was sie da tut. You're out rather fast. Have you finished in the bath already? Fast? Seriously? I was in there for an hour. Oh. Well, it's not often I see you looking this deep in thought. I suppose you don't. I feel like I'm one step away from making a decision, but just need one last push to take it. Oh, right. Still, being here like this with you really takes me back. Hard to believe it's been 6 years now since Master Ryuga's passing. Sounds like you went on a hell of a journey between then and joining the guild too. You could say that. Going on a journey makes it sound like something I did deliberately, though. In reality, it wasn't quite as organized as that. I simply drifted from place to place before ending up being drawn to one point where I settled. Much in the way a leaf that fell from a tree ends up floating down the river. Were you able to find that answer you mentioned a while back? No, I still haven't. Still, I do feel as though I've found a conclusion of sorts. What's that supposed to mean? Seizun, why do you think I chose to take on a non-combat position like guild receptionist to begin with? Because you didn't want to follow the same path as idiots like me and Walter? I wouldn't follow us either if I were in your shoes. Not quite, although I'm not going to deny that the two of you are idiots. Hey, that was the one part I did want you to deny. I wanted to find out the meaning of the living fist ideology my father advocated. Still believe that being able to better oneself through combat while your opponent does the same is a good thing in itself. As a warrior, it's probably close to the ideal way. Still, I couldn't help but wonder why the ideology had to be based around the premise of fighting. I can certainly understand the significance of living and dying as a warrior. I can also understand how one who lived that way would have no regrets when the time to pass away came. Nothing has changed within me in that regard since the days we trained together. Yet with father dead and Walter gone, I couldn't help but wonder whether there was some way to make use of the living fist without having to fight. That was when I started roaming the continent in the search of one. As I roamed, I found myself face to face with countless conflicts and acts of violence, and I felt powerless every time I did. That was how I came to encounter Liebel's guild. They had arrived to quell one of those conflicts. Something about their ideology, putting the safety of civilians over all else, made me feel that perhaps working under them may give me an answer. So that was what led me to start working for the guild. But even then I wasn't able to run away from fighting completely. The nature of humanity means that as long as we exist, conflict will never cease. Instead, what's important is not blindly preaching idealism, but preaching ideals while keeping a firm eye on the reality of how to quell conflict. Master Yuga's words have never left me, nor have they left me. But all the same, I've been looking away from reality all this time. Come on now. You know full that that's not actually true. When he says reality, he's not saying fighting is the be-all and end-all of quelling conflict. That's not what I'm trying to say. All these years, I haven't been trying to walk on my own feet, not at all. I've just been trying to find a new way to live by Father's living fist ideology as an excuse to stand still. All while indulging myself in the comfortable environment the guild gave me. In that sense, I must be the biggest failure of Father's students. I might not agree with the path Walter took, but he, like you, has chosen his own path and started walking forward along it. You two have been facing up the living fist ideal of Father's and slowly reaching your own conclusions on it. In your own ways, you've been able to face up to reality, and I haven't. I've been standing still the whole time. Sure. That's the biggest load of crock I've ever heard. You've been walking forward just like we have. In what way? It's just that the path you've been walking has been one for others rather than yourself. That river you think you've been helplessly drifting through, you've actually been building a bridge so others can easily cross it behind you. When the road is hard, you soften the ground so your fellow guildmates have an easier track. There's no shame in your way of the living fist. It's as true as mine and Walter's. You're trying to comfort me? Sorry for not having a way with words. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is this: you know, as a person, you're way too strong and way too serious. And at times it's like those two things just end up restricting you and stop you from seeing things you otherwise could. So try and relax a little, alright? Just a little. If you do, I'll bet you'll start seeing things you couldn't before. Seizen, what is it? Would you be happy if I returned to Calvard? What brought that on? Doesn't matter, just answer the question. Okay, if I had to pick, I guess I'd rather you be back home, yeah. Why do you ask? Oh, no reason. I've decided I'm going to accept the president's proposal. What? Just because of what I said? Don't misunderstand me. All I wanted was some kind of reason to bring this journey to an end, as well as a place to make better use of my skills. Tja, und damit wird Kilika die Gilde verlassen. Sehr, sehr traurig für die Gilde, vor allem für Liebe. Sehr gut für Calvard, muss man einfach mal ganz knallhart sagen. Well, that was the best night's sleep I've had in some time. I hope the two of you enjoyed your stay as well. I know I did. I'm feeling very refreshed, thank you. Boah, es ist schwierig, very and refreshed hintereinander zu sagen. Refreshed enough to feel ready to take on a new position in a new environment even. Then, I would like to accept your offer. However, I have one condition for doing so. Name it. While I am willing to join the president's new agency, I'm not willing to stop living in line with my own beliefs. As such, if I should end up feeling the slightest doubt about how the agency itself is being run, I will do everything in my power to correct it from the inside using any means at my disposal. If he still wants my membership after hearing as much, please tell him that I accept his offer. Oh, that won't be a problem at all. I think he may well be encouraging. Oh Gott, Leute, ich hab's heute mit Wörtern. Also, er will dich sogar eher dazu anfeuern, nicht anfeuern, sondern ermutigen, you take the reins. I believe he chose you expecting you to fulfill that role should it be deemed necessary. After all, you have experience in the guild, an organization which has managed to remain neutral and independent all this time. That's no mean feat. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Also, I'll need to get things ready for my successor, so I won't be able to return to Calvard for 2 or 3 months. As such, I won't be able to start work till then. It's perfectly understandable. Well, I look forward to meeting you again in the Republic. Likewise. Und das war es immer noch nicht, aber jetzt. Something on your mind? Oh, I was just thinking about what you said back there. You said you'll need 2 or 3 months to get everything ready for your successor, right? Yes, I did. What of it? Well, while I'm guessing it's pretty busy over in Calvard right now too, it doesn't sound as though there's anything so urgent I need to be there now. So I was thinking maybe I could stay here for the next few months while you get things sorted out before I head back. You can't be serious. There's no reason why you should stay around here in Liebel with me. Go back to Calvard. Oh, you don't have to be so cold, it's me, you know? Well, it's the truth. We'll end up spending enough time together whether we like it or not after I'm home. You don't need to go out of your way to make more now. Well, you win. There's no need to rush things. Zin? What are you standing there for? Oh, sorry. You could say that before starting to walk off on your own, though. So, und diese Nebengeschichte war tatsächlich ziemlich wichtig. Sehr, sehr wichtig. Ich meine, klar, dass sie mal ebenso verschwindet. Side Story Journeys and finished. Kann man sich denken, aber ja, unterschätzt das mal nicht. Cool, cool, cool. So, ich glaube... Moment, jetzt müssen wir einmal hier gucken. Sun, das hatten wir schon. Star war das, ne? Ja. Ach genau, wir können mal gucken, wie viele Kämpfe wir schon hatten. 81. Wir sind fast dran. Auf jeden Fall können wir jetzt ans Ende der dritten Ebene gehen, um endlich auch mal weiterzukommen. In die 4. Ebene. So, nämlich. Oh, und guck mal, da ist auch noch eine Truhe, die müssen wir auf jeden Fall mitnehmen. And here's the entrance to the next plane. I doubt the pattern will change up now, so yeah. We won't know what kind of place that's going to be until we step inside though. Wherever we end up, I imagine there'll be plenty of strange fiends waiting for us. Let's make sure we're good to go before we keep going. Ja, ich finde, uns geht's gut. Oh, warte mal, was war das? Entrance. Warte mal. Da, Entrance Exam. A letter to Clarence informing her that she has passed the Genus Royal Academy entrance. Wartet mal. Wo war denn das? Nein. And proof of her scholarship. Leute, es tut mir leid. Wir werden die 4. Ebene in diesem Video wahrscheinlich nicht mehr sehen. Denn das muss doch jetzt das sein, oder? Bring to me the darling of pure white radiance and proof of her scholarship. Only then shall the door open. Ja, Tatsache. Dieser Brief, der da drin war. Das war's. Das war der springende Punkt. Ja, dann machen wir jetzt halt noch eine Tür. Und ich kann euch jetzt schon mal sagen, wenn es sich um Chloe drehen wird, dann wird's wahnsinnig wichtig. Wahnsinnig wichtig. Diese Geschichten von Chloe sind, und ja, da gibt's mehrere von, die sind wirklich wichtig. So, was haben wir? I shall grant to your memory fragment and my blessing. Müssen wir gar nicht mehr kämpfen? Ich meine, gut, ne? Ich beschwere mich nicht. Aber ich dachte, das wäre jetzt so ein Ding. Spring came. But it took far more time doing so than the average year. Genus Royal Academy, genau. Wir erfahren jetzt nämlich ein bisschen mehr und das ist ja, wahrscheinlich hat sich das jeder mal gefragt, wie ist denn das eigentlich, wenn Chloe so an der Uni ist? Wie kann man sich das vorstellen? Und genau das wird hier gezeigt. One by one, the magnolia flowers began to show their faces to the world, as if reluctant to let their long slumber end. And with the changing of the seasons, a brand new student of the infamous Genus Royal Academy set foot on its grounds, slightly later than her peers. Und ja, es beginnt natürlich damit, dass wir erstmal erfahren, wie Chloe überhaupt hier gelandet ist. Exakt. Well, here I am. Okay. Okay, I can do this. Ja, dann do this mal. Okay, wir spulen das ein bisschen vor. Dieser unscheinbare Typ, die Einführung von dieser Figur wird unglaublich wichtig. Das ist so ein Ding, wo man, wenn man es das erste Mal spielt, kann man das nicht glauben. Aber dieser Typ, der da auf dem Dach liegt, ist eine der wichtigsten Personen für die nächsten, sagen wir mal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Spiele. So that's our famous transfer student, huh? Scree. A hawk? Seems more like a falcon. Also ich wollte euch nur mal so ein Gewicht mitgeben, warum das so wichtig ist, dass wir diese Szene hier haben. I'd sworn to myself that I would stop relying on other people. I'd had enough of being restricted in how to live. I'd had enough of following the rails laid out for me by other people. I was going to put my own 2 feet on the ground and start living my own life by myself. That was my resolve, and I intended to abide by it. But somewhere in my heart, I had already realized that resolve of mine was nothing more than an excuse. Okay. Social Studies classroom, first years, joined class. Settle down, I've got someone to introduce to you all. This is our new transfer student, Chloe Rins. She's going to be studying, social studies apparently. You'll be with me then. Well, why don't you introduce yourself to her, to the class? Of course. Servus, grüß dich, ich bin Chloe Rins und ich bin heute da und ich freue mich. I've been looking forward to beginning my life at this wonderful academy for some time, so I'm truly delighted to be here. It's an honor to be able to count myself among your number. I'm still an inexperienced child in many ways, so I fear I may cause you all trouble in the coming days and weeks. But I intend to work as hard as I can for the betterment of myself, my class and my school, so I do hope we can all get along. Cool. Erstmal gute Antrittsrede. Perfect 5 out of 7. I sure wasn't expecting a transfer student at this time of the year. Wonder if she's from a rich family or something. She sure sounds stuffy, so it would fit. She's obviously got some kind of special circumstances to be enrolling in May. Excuse me, but could I ask a question? Where do you live? You're from Liebel, right? Yes, I'm from Gransell. Do you have any hobbies? Not especially. What, for reals? That's kind of boring. Still, no matter how much I think about it, nothing comes to mind. Suppose I could say making sweets, but I don't feel like I do that enough for it to qualify as a hobby. Isn't the entrance exam for transfer students supposed to be crazy hard? I must be really smart to be able to pass it. Harder than the one the rest of us took? No way, that was nuts as it was. I must be quite smart. Oh boy. Okay class, that's enough. I'm sure you must all have things you want to ask for our new student, but they can wait until after class. Go and take a seat, Chloe. Oh yes, ma'am. Alright then, time to get started with our lesson. If you would open your textbooks to page 23. A mysterious transfer student. Now there's a surefire recipe for catching my interest. Ja, und das ist nämlich das Ding. Chloe wollte eigentlich gar keine Freunde haben. Aber da kann man sich nicht immer aussuchen, ne? 2 weeks passed at the academy. Despite the passing of time, the student's interest in the transfer student showed no sign of letting up, and she was soon the talk of the whole school. All anyone wanted to talk about was her, how smart she was, how unusually polite she was, among other things. Her peers thought the formalities were largely due to nerves, and that she would naturally ease up over time, but the reality was somewhat different. Ja, das ist nämlich das Problem, wenn man adelig aufgewachsen ist, dann gibt es nicht dieses lässige Loslassen von allem, sondern das bleibt so. Glad I attended class today, we ended up covering so much. Come on, Monica, it's time for practice. Coming. Okay. Was hat sie vergessen? Oh dear, did everyone go home already? I haven't handed out all this print outs yet. Oh, it's Miss Viola. She looks like she needs help with something. Maybe I could volunteer? No time like the present. Miss Viola, is there anything I can help you with? You seem rather troubled about something. Well, there is, but I'd feel a little bit bad asking you to help me with it. Well, if you insist, of course. Oh gut, ich kann dich doch nicht fragen. Okay, hier ist alles. Bitteschön. Could you go and hand these out to all the social studies students then? 1 each? They're rather important too, so try and see that everyone gets one. I'll get to work right away. Thank you so much. Okay, get a run. There's a staff meeting starting soon. Let's see. Okay, was haben wir denn da? Oh, this is a list of this year's credits. No wonder she wanted these handed out right away. I might as well start with the students still here. After that I can go and speak with the ones who have gone to their respective clubs as well as those who have returned to their dormitories. Okay, to work I go. Und das ist hier die Besonderheit. Wir können auch mal wieder was spielen. Das ist doch schön. Really? I had no idea. Well, the Republic is pretty huge in terms of landmass and all. Just traveling on foot isn't going to cut it. You need a more effective means of transportation. Excuse me? Oh, Chloe, hello. Can we help you with something? Well, you see, Miss Viola has entrusted me with the task of giving printouts to all of the social studies students. Genau. Hey, it's a list of all our credits. Thanks for going out of your way to deliver these, Chloe. Not at all. I apologize for intruding on your conversation too. I'll get out of your way now. Have a good day. Alright. Sie ist wirklich ein bisschen zu nett, ne? Crazy how polite she is, huh? Yeah, I guess. She's a bit too polite though, if you ask me. Makes it hard to feel comfortable talking to her. Kann ich das denn jetzt sehen? Nee. Ich kann nichts sehen. Also ich habe jetzt die Liste nicht da, um sie mir anzugucken. Okay, also wenn wir... Ich klicke jetzt einfach alle an und guck mal. Ist er auch bei uns? Nein. Also ich würde jetzt nicht das vorlesen, wenn keine Kamerasequenz uns zeigt, dass wir das Richtige tun. Denn diese Szene, diese ganze Sequenz wird sowieso ein bisschen dauern. Da müssen wir es ja nicht noch weiter hinauszögern, wenn wir schon mal die Freiheit haben, hier optionale Gespräche wegzuklicken. Muss ich leider sagen, ich weiß, so ist das Leben. Traurig und furchtbar, aber so ist das Leben. Da können wir auch lang gehen, da machen wir das auch. Und dann schauen wir mal, wo wir hier so landen. Oh, hier sind wir bei dem alten Schulgebäude, da kommen wir aber auch gar nicht rein. Wie sich der Akzent irgendwie so alle 2 Wörter einfach verändert und irgendwie so nichts Ganzes, nichts Halbes ist. Das ist das Schlimme, ich konnte mal Akzente und Dialekte voll gut. Das hat sich völlig verflüchtigt. Voll traurig. Aber es ist, wenn man zu vielen Sachen ausgesetzt war, irgendwann schnappt man so Sachen auf und hat so seinen eigenen Duktus entwickelt. Und wenn man das nicht wirklich lange macht oder da einfach eine Begabung für hat, dann geht das auch mal flöten. So, da sind auf jeden Fall 2 von mir. Hey Ricky, why are we here? Ach, das ist Anton. Den kennen wir doch, unseren Traveler. Spring has come and yet in my heart it's still the middle of winter. Why does everything in my life have to go wrong? Excuse me? Oh, I know you. You're the transfer student, right? I wish I was smart like you. Miss Viola told me to deliver this to you. I shouldn't even need this. I should have graduated, but here I am redoing the year again. What? Can't believe I have to do my 3rd year all over again. This is the worst. I was so full of hope when I first enrolled here and look at me now. I'm not sure what to say in this situation. Also gehen wir einfach. Ricky und Anton, die beiden, die müsst ihr euch merken und die werdet ihr noch häufiger sehen. Ich weiß, ich habe das schon mehrmals gesagt, aber das kann man ja auch mal vergessen. Also, wir gehen auf jeden Fall auch mal hier rein. Genau, das sind auch noch welche. Adius, help us. Where is that loser? I would have thought we'd found him by now. Lucy, I'm not sure I can stand much more of this. Stop your whining, you. I bet you've secretly been slacking off with your search the whole time, haven't you? I have not. I just don't get it. We're swimming in the eyewitness reports of him, but us running into him? It's not happening. Why? I don't think our odds of capturing him today are especially high, Leo. Übrigens auch Lucy, eine Figur, die werdet ihr lange nicht sehen. Und zwar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 5, 6 Spiele, glaube ich. Kann sein, dass sie auch mal zwischendurch auftaucht, das weiß ich nicht. Aber gerade nach 6 Spielen wird es erst wieder wichtig. Die wird hier eingeführt. Super wichtig für später. Aber erst für später. Genau. What should we do? Oder warte mal, ist es Lucy oder was? Noch eine andere. Ich glaube, Lucy gehört auch dazu, ja. I suppose we'll just have to do what we can without him for now. The 2 of us can handle the majority of the student council's work, but we are going to need his approval in the end, so you 2 need to keep up your search. Find him as soon as possible. Right. Auch schön, dass man sieht, dass die Student Council... Doch, Lucy ist auch für später echt wichtig. Das ist so eine. Ist auch schön, dass man sieht, dass die Student Council, so Jill und Hans sind ja die Student Council, wie ihr mit Estelle und Joshua die kennenlernt, wie die hier erst angefangen haben. Ne? Sie stehen ja auch noch ganz am Anfang. I'll see you two later. Righto. Righto? Well, I guess we'd better get back to work. If we must. Chloe? What brings you here with a pile of printouts in hand? Well, I'm just helping Miss Viola with some work of her works, you see. By going around after classes giving out printouts? You're one model student. I would have turned her down if I was in your position. Well, how about this? Why don't we give you a hand with it? The two of us are gonna be walking around the school for a while because of some other work anyway, so it'd be no skin off our backs. Oh, I don't want to trouble you. I was the one who accepted this task, so it's my duty to see it through to the end. Well, if you excuse me, I should probably be getting back to it. Good luck with your own work. Sie ist wirklich strange. So, like, guess who's sharing a room with her? Me. Really? She's supposed to be a real genius from all I've heard about her. Sounds like one convenient room arrangement if you ever find yourself stuck on homework. Well, I guess you could see it that way, but it's like, I don't know. She's really pleasant and polite and all, but it's like she doesn't want to be super close to anybody. Yeah, I get what you mean. But if you're sharing a room with her, you can't be total strangers, right? Don't you talk sometimes? Not really. Hi and good night is about the most we do, to be honest. I wish I could talk to her normally. Ja, das liegt daran, dass Chloe das noch gar nicht kann. Die weiß gar nicht, wie sie normal sprechen soll. So, die beiden, genau, Lucy. Lucy ist für später mal wichtig. Blablabla. Deswegen kommt da auch ein bisschen mehr Dialog, deswegen hat sie auch ein Gesicht. Hier oben ist aber nichts mehr, also gehen wir runter. Haben wir immer noch Zettel zu verteilen. Okay. Ist akzeptiert. Nehme ich an. Wen haben wir denn hier? So, Boys Dormitory. Ja, das ist einer von uns. Sehr schön. Ah, I know you. Chloe Rins, wasn't it? Do you have some business with me? Well, not personally, no. I've been entrusted with the task of giving a printout to you by Miss Viola. Oh, this is a list of this year's credits. What? Joint classes seem to be worth an awful lot while we're first years. Wait, physical education is worth 5 whole credits? It just helped me. I suppose I should probably leave him alone for a while. Well, if you excuse me... Wait a moment. Yes? Oh no. It's just that according to this printout, our examinations will be taking place in 6 weeks' time. Make sure you study thoroughly for them. I don't want to hear any excuses if you don't strive for the top. Absolutely. I'll devote myself fully to my studies. Cool. Das ist die Frage. Haben wir hier noch irgendeinen? Also ich glaube ehrlich gesagt nicht. Ich möchte aber die Möglichkeit direkt ausschließen, sonst suchen wir später noch die Nadel im Heuhaufen und ich glaube, ich habe eine Heuhaufenallergie. Also, ne? Nicht wirklich, aber wer weiß. Okay, er auch nicht. Hier außen ist jetzt auch niemand. Vielleicht hier in der Halle? Nee. Auch nicht. Ah, hier aber. Sehr schön. Is that you, Monica? Finally, we've been waiting for you, you know? Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you. What, you didn't do anything wrong? I was the one who made the mistake. I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was the one who made a mistake. Okay, stop right there. Don't mind her, Chloe. She's kind of slow on the uptake at times like these. Did you need something from us, though? We're gonna start practice soon, so we can't hang around and talk long. Oh, I see. Still, I'm relatively sure that Clara is a social studies student. This doesn't really seem like the best time to be intruding on them. Maybe it would be best for me to excuse myself now and come back later? Oh, I know you came to watch us practice because you're thinking of joining the club, right? Awesome! We'd be stoked to have you as a member. You might want to let her speak before busting out the confetti and streamers. Seriously, just ignore her, Chloe. If you don't, we'll be here all day. We really do need to start soon though, so can you make whatever you need quick? Oh, sure, sorry. Well, I just came to deliver this, that's all. Ah, this is all you were here for? A credits list? Got my hopes up for nothing. Boo. I'm sorry about that. But yes, that was all I wanted, so I'll let you go ahead and start practice. Thanks. She's kinda weird, right? She's the mysterious transfer student everyone is talking about. You wouldn't expect her to be too normal. Oh, that's her, huh? Wish she'd stayed and joined the club. Also sie mögen sie schon alle, nur irgendwie kriegt's Chloe nicht wirklich hin, Anschluss zu finden. So traurig das ist, okay, das nicht. Dann wird wahrscheinlich hier noch in diesem Haus noch was drin sein. Das sollte es doch dann gewesen sein, oder? Nee. Hier vielleicht auch nicht. Hier auch nicht. Ja, dann weiß ich aber auch nicht weiter. Irgendwo fehlt uns noch was. Das kriegen wir schon hin. So viele Möglichkeiten gibt es dann ja letzten Endes auch nicht. Sagte er, aber fand trotzdem nicht die Lösung seines Problems. Okay. Aber ich war jetzt überall, gell? Wir waren sogar hinterm Haus. Hier, du vielleicht? Nee. Mr. Effort, no. Caden hatten wir gerade auch schon. Ha. Ja. Leute, was soll ich sagen? Das war's. Wir haben ein Dead End erreicht. Ne, hier waren wir ja schon drin. Dann vielleicht nochmal ins Hauptgebäude. Vielleicht haben wir da ja jemanden übersehen. Bücher, nicht Humanities Classroom, da haben wir. Warte mal, wir können ja mal zählen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Und wir hatten 1, 2. Es kann maximal noch einer fehlen. Na, schau mal an. Hier vielleicht? Aber hier hat sich auf jeden Fall was getan. Das heißt, vielleicht an anderer Stelle auch. Ich würde nochmal hochgehen, ansonsten würde ich nochmal in eine Cafeteria gehen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ja, es dürfte eigentlich nur noch eine Person fehlen, glaube ich. Keine von denen. Hier hat sich auch nichts geändert, oder? Miss Milia, die war hier auch noch. Ne, er war hier schon. Okay. Ich gehe nochmal in eine Cafeteria. Das ist gerade so der einzige Ort, wo ich irgendwie das Gefühl habe, da könnte noch was sein. Warte mal. There was a girl who came to talk to me not long ago, but she's lost something. She might be still obsessed if you're looking for her. Ja, das sieht doch gut aus. Wahrscheinlich Monika nämlich, die auch gerade immer weggerannt ist. Vielleicht ist die jetzt ja hier oben. Ach, guck mal da. Die Tür ist auf. Jawolski. Where could it have gone? Oh, there it is. Phew. Excuse me. Oh, you're the transfer student, right? Chloe? Do you need something from me? Yes, actually. You see, Miss Viola asked me to deliver these. Oh, it's our credit list. Oh, there's so many classes here. Being a second year seems like it's gonna be rough. Surprised you went out of your way to deliver these. Not like there was any rush. You really think so? Yeah, she forgot to hand them out last year too. We got them eventually, but it was like forever after we should have. She might be pretty, but she's kind of not all there, if you know what I mean. You might want to watch your back, okay? Like, you're obviously a nice girl, so if you don't, she might end up taking advantage of that. There you are, Monica. You do realize we can't start without you, right? Oops, sorry, I'm coming now. Well, see you later, Chloe. Thanks for delivering the printout for me. Not at all. Ja, und jetzt merkst du auch so irgendwie, but I need to keep doing what I can. Maybe I was desperate to cling onto something to keep from losing sight of myself. The world made it seem like you could only broaden your horizons by interacting with others, but I was stubbornly refusing to come out of my shell. Or was it really stubbornness? In some weird way I can't explain, it was more like obsessing over the idea that it could grow as long as I pushed myself. It's not like I wanted to be left behind, it's not like I wanted to be alone. As long as I tried hard enough, maybe I'd one day stop feeling that like I was always running in place. Tja. So ist das Leben. Hold on a minute. I don't have a printout left for me. I wonder if I left mine in the classroom. I must have. I'd better go back and get it. Wahrscheinlich, da lag es da noch auf dem Tisch, ne? Da haben wir doch so einen Zettel liegen sehen. Da vorne, genau den meinte ich. Sehr schön. Can I really keep going on like this? Vielleicht doch nicht. Wir werden es sehen. So yeah, that transfer student came by earlier. Oh, that super smart one? Yeah, anyway. So, yeah. Should hurry back to my room and go over what we learned in class. I need to go over our credit list again too. Ja, ist nicht cool, wenn alle über ihn reden, aber muss man halt auch, wenn man neu irgendwo ist, leider mit rechnen. Das ist normal. Alles, was fremd und neu ist, ist erstmal Gesprächsthema. I'm feeling kind of tired. Hey there, pretty lady. You're the student council president, right? Bingo, name's Lecter. Sure is a gorgeous sunset today, huh? Oh, yes it is. So, what are your impressions of the academy? Well, I think it's a wonderful place. It's well equipped in terms of facilities for one thing. It has everything needed to really cultivate a good environment for learning, and I'm happy to have chosen it. Oh, my hunch was right on the money. I knew you'd take it that way. As opposed to... I'm sorry, did I misunderstand you? Well, I was more asking about your life at the academy outside of all that book junk. Maybe it's just me, but you don't really seem to be letting loose or having fun. Well, I do still feel as though I'm still adjusting to life here, so there's a lot that I have yet to learn. But I'll keep working as hard as I can on doing so, I promise. Huh. Was that really what you came here to do, though? Pardon me? Huh. Man, you're too serious. Have you ever tried playing hooky like ever, at least once? I might not look the part, but I am the student council president, you know? Our work's pretty damn easy too. What do you think? Are you inviting me to join? Only if I have a thing for long nights filled with exciting paperwork and super duper enthralling schedules. Monotone. Achso, jetzt monoton. Ich bin dumm. Ihr vergesst, was ich gesagt habe. Oh, I was hoping for some kind of reaction. If he's the president, there must be something respectable about him, but I'm not seeing it. How do I put this? I feel like I couldn't trust him with so much as 10 mirror coin. Oh, whoops. After Amelia was bugging me about showing up to lessons once in a while, I should probably carve up some new excuse to ditch. I mean, I could go, but where's the fun in that? Pissing her off is like watching a pot boil over, though, so whatever crap I make, I better be really convincing. Yep, I think my instincts were dead on. I should really be heading back to the dormitory now. You might want to watch how you stand when I'm kicking it down here. My view's awesome if you catch my drift. Excuse me? That way's the boys' dorm. Lecter, du alte Sau, oder Lechter? Ich glaube, sie sagen Lecter. Lechter. Ich weiß es nicht. Es ist immer schwer, wenn solche Namen ursprünglich aus einer japanischen Version kommen und dann so komisch ausgesprochen werden. Finde ich es immer merkwürdig, die irgendwie aussprechen. Also, oh boy, this one's gonna be like pulling teeth. War's das jetzt? Several days later after classes. The Student Council, an autonomous body run by students for students responsible for maintaining order and overseeing student activities. Their most important duty of all is searching for their president. He's not here either. Where is that ruffian? I was sure he'd think he got us and come back to the council room this time, sure of it. I swear every time we do manage to find him, he gets 1,000 times more capable of hiding from us. Where could he be? We've searched the school buildings, we've searched the dorms. Where's left? The shrubs on the grounds? He's taunting us now. Get it together, Hans. We're going to find him and we're going to force feed him every single piece of paperwork he's got piling up. Right on. Oh, Chloe? What are you doing sitting here? Oh, hello. I just had a little free time, so I thought I would try and use it productively. Is that lesson prep work? Man, you're so dedicated. I think I can see how you were able to pass the legendary transfer student entrance exam. It's really just something to pass the time. It's not like I'm working every waking hour of the day. Oh yeah, I guess it wouldn't hurt to ask. You haven't seen Lecter around, have you? Lecter? I'm almost scared to ask, but he didn't try anything funny on you, did he? No, sort of. I'm so sorry. This is all our fault for not keeping that nutjob on a leash. I don't know how we can begin to apologize to you. Whatever he did, we'll absolutely sure it never happens again, or anything else for that matter, so please forgive us. We're begging you. Begging you. Okay. It's okay, honestly. He really didn't do anything major to me, honest. Really? Yes. He just tried to tease me a little. It was harmless fun. You nearly gave me a heart attack, Chloe. I thought I was gonna faint or something. Seriously, it's getting to the point where I feel like I need to apologize every time I hear his name. Thanks, Adius. Is he really that much of a troublemaker? What, troublemaker? That's cute. Honestly, with a personality like that, he's a walking nightmare straight from Gehenna. We've lost count of how many times he's run away from doing his council work in the past couple of weeks alone. Which would be bad enough if we weren't for the fact that he's usually out raising hell for people instead. So instead of doing our own work, we were either out searching for him or apologizing for things he's done. That's where this council's most important policy is. If he's not on our sides, the sooner we find him, the better. If you're thinking we can't be a very effective student council like that, well, you're right. I see. Something wrong, Chloe? Oh no, nothing really. But speaking of Lecter, he was sleeping on top of the clubhouse roof not long ago. He was? Well, that explains why we couldn't find him. We didn't check there. You're the best, Chloe. Thanks a ton. Not at all. It was actually Zeke who noticed him there, but I suppose I shouldn't tell them that. Come on, Hans. We get some trash to bring in. Damn straight. Seriously, thanks, Chloe. We owe you big time. See you later. Sure. So that's what he's usually like. My instincts about him being irresponsible were right, I see. Still, that question you asked me. What? Was that really what you came here to do, though? Und da haben sie ihn tatsächlich. There he is. Huh? What? Where is he? He was there a second ago, I saw him. Then why isn't he there now? Crap, where'd he go? Oh. Looks like Chloe's heading off somewhere else. Maybe we should ask her again if she saw anything. Oh, sure, I guess. Can't hurt. I mean, she was the one who led us up here in the first place. She'd probably be a useful asset in our search in general if we could convince her to help. Yeah, let's go down and talk to her. Chloe, our favorite person. Oh, hello again. Was he not on the roof? No, he was. He just managed to disappear before we could wring our hands around his stupid neck. Can't believe he managed to escape again. That doesn't make any sense to us, though. It's not like there was anywhere to hide up there, and he was way too far up to be able to just jump down. That does seem strange. So, you know, we were wondering if you might have some idea where he might have gone next. It doesn't even need to be a specific location like last time. Anything useful you might have on him to share away. Please, is there anything I will do? Well, I really do seem to need some help. I might have some kind of idea. Wait, you do know something? I don't, but I know someone who might. Let me ask him for you. Zeke? Whoa, you have a falcon? Is he your pet or something? Oh no, he's more like a friend. Scream! Haha, gotcha. Zeke, you haven't seen Lecter, have you? He was that slovenly boy who was sleeping on the clubhouse roof not long ago. Scree? Scree, scree, scree. So you lost sight of him? Scree, scree. No, it's alright, don't worry about it. Sorry for calling you then, thanks for trying to help. Scree. Der ist so geil, ne? Wow. It really must be fast if Zeke can't keep up with him. I think we're a bit too busy having our minds blown by you talking to a falcon to feel impressed by Lecter right now. You're telling me? You're true enigma. Did I do something strange? Oh, don't get me wrong, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just genuinely, ich krieg's heute nicht mehr hin, Leute. Amazed. That makes two of us. Shame that superpower of yours didn't get us any closer to finding Lecter. Indeed. Still, if Zeke couldn't find him, it could mean he's inside of one of the buildings. Probably in one that's relatively quiet at this time of the day. Actually, that helps narrow things down a lot. Just leaves empty classrooms, the dorms, the auditorium, the old schoolhouse. That still leaves plenty of places if you ask me. Would you like me to help you? Really? You sure you wouldn't mind? Thought you had something else you need to do. Was going to go and have a look around some of the clubs, but I can do that anytime. Well, I do feel kinda bad about asking you to put yourself out for us, but you really would be a serious help. I don't think we could wish for a better even. You're totally sure though? We wouldn't want to force you. Of course. Great, let's get to work then. He's not gonna know what hit him. Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass jetzt nicht mehr viel passiert. Ich würde allerdings sagen, in Anbetracht der vorangeschrittenen Zeit, dass wir hier einen kleinen Cut machen und das Ende von dieser kleinen Erinnerung erst in der nächsten Folge erleben, ist dann auch so ein bisschen offenes Ende. Ihr wisst noch gar nicht, was euch erwartet, Freunde der Sonne. Und gleichzeitig können wir dann endlich mal mit Kapitel 4 so richtig loslegen, sprich in die nächste Ebene gehen und da ordentlich durchballern, denn da wird es dann endlich auch mal ein bisschen interessant. Ja, in diesem Sinne, danke fürs Dabeisein und bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.